From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. And industry-exclusive heavy-duty features. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Now, get the RTVX for 0 down, 0% APR for 36 months or save $300.
Tractors, RTV, construction equipment. You do it all, we do it local.
Oh, we're almost there. It's almost the Mansion Apple Festival, and this is kind of looking at an image from years past when kind of my perspective as a judge of the apple pie contest, which, by the way, it's been over 20 years. I've been judging that apple pie contest, and a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed it. Of course, they've invited me again this year. So let's take a look at the Mansion Apple Festival, right? It will be Saturday, October 7th. Put that in your calendar. Be sure to check it out. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All handmade crafts. It's at the Mansion Elementary School. Apple products and pies, food vendors, live music all day, and they've got really great music. A lot of times they'll kind of have that kind of the fiddle and kind of the grassroots. It's a really good hometown type of music. Gotta love it, and very talented. They always have talented musicians there as well. There's the apple pie baking contest for 17 and under and adults. Judging starts at 10 a.m., but you need to drop those pies off by 9:30 in the morning. And of course, there'll be cash prizes. It's just a lot of fun. Be sure to check it out. MansionApple.com is where you can go for more details on it. No big changes this week. A mini heat wave after today. And yeah, we're talking about potential for some triple-digit heat in the valley. And rain this weekend, rain next week. You know what? It's not out of the question. I'm beginning to see more and more indication. I think that we're beginning to see it happen. The overall timing, the intensity, still a big question mark. But still seeing some changes in the long range that would indicate better chances for some rain. Let's talk about the smoke now. Of course, you can see the smoke still coming in from the fires. As we go into tomorrow morning, here's Wednesday morning at about 6 a.m., we're beginning to see the potential for some more smoke beginning to move in. Now, this is not going to be major, but I think the haze will be a little bit more noticeable. There may be a faint smell of smoke for Redding and Red Bluff. But then as we go through the afternoon, you can see pretty much everywhere the smoke begins to dissipate, with the exception of around the vicinity of the fires, where we're seeing more smoke begin to develop in those areas. And you can see as we go into Thursday morning, that smoke even begins to dissipate as well. So it won't be quite as bad. But we just got to watch for Wednesday morning. I think tomorrow morning could be looking at the potential for some more smoke. Let's take a look at your hour-by-hour forecast for tonight. There's what it looks like in the valley, eventually getting warmer again. We saw temperatures drop a little bit today, but they go back up to about what we saw on Monday for your Wednesday. And same situation as far as temperatures are concerned for the mountains. I'm expecting low 80s for Siskiyou and Modoc County, mid to even possibly some upper 80s for some of the warmer spots like Paradise, with a high of 88 degrees. Clouds are mainly staying up toward north. We've got all these storm systems up toward north. They're just not having much of an impact on us, at least just yet. So let's take a look at Futurecast. And here you can see the dry conditions that we will see for Wednesday. And yeah, you guessed it. We're going to be looking at dry conditions again for your Thursday. This is the peak of the heat wave, by the way, on Thursday, before temperatures start to drop after that. But now we're beginning to see more, at least consistency, for the long range bringing in some rain, possibly as early as Saturday. So what you'll see here is Futurecast picking up on the eastern mountains. Now, we could maybe see some activity here to the west, but maybe not as much. Then we go into Sunday, and it looks like most of it again is in the eastern mountains. Now, what I've got my eyes on for Monday is kind of a weak cold front. Now, it's just textbook what we see here in Northern California. You get this cold front where the bulk of the rain is over the Pacific Northwest. The tail end of that cold front moves through Northern California, and as a result, you see the rain on the coast. You see rain for some of us inland. By the time it hits the mountains, it breaks apart significantly. So the valley typically doesn't see anything. This one may be strong enough, though, that it could redevelop and produce some shower activity by Tuesday morning of next week, right? That we're seeing the potential for some rain. Blue, by the way, indicating some of that higher elevation snow as well. So are we kind of getting that transition where we're seeing cooler temperatures, better chances for rain? At least it feels like it, at least for now. Looks like by Tuesday evening of next week, though, it starts to dry out again. But looking at the long range, 10-day outlook here for the temperatures, as I mentioned, after today, temperatures start to increase. Thursday's the peak. Some of us in the valley may even get just slightly over 100, maybe 101, 102 in some spots. But then temperatures start to drop again. And look at that, by next week, we're only looking at highs in the mid-80s. That's going to be absolutely gorgeous. But I think there could be some rain that may accompany that as well. At this point, doesn't look like a lot of rain, but chances for rain nonetheless. Tonight, upper 50s, low 60s for the valley, 40s and 50s for many of us in the higher elevations. And when we look at tomorrow, what we're seeing here are temperatures starting to increase again. You get the temperatures you saw on Monday, that's pretty much what we're going to see here for your Wednesday, and temperatures in the low to mid 80s for the higher elevations. Still, of course, looking at those dry conditions. Looking at your 7-day outlook, there I have included a chance for showers for Mount Shasta on Monday. Now, for El Turris and Susanville, as you head off to the east, I'm putting it in as soon as Saturday. So chances, right? So here's the bottom line. Don't look at this and see the raindrops and think, boy, I got a washout every single day starting this weekend and into Monday and Tuesday of next week. That's not the case. We are looking at chances. So many of us will most likely be dry for the weekend and early next week, but there is just that chance that we could see a stray shower, maybe an isolated thunderstorm as well. And by the way, as we get closer to the weekend and closer to next week, we'll get a better handle on the timing and intensity of the rain. Taking a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley, again, that temperature will increase after today. We're going to start to see the temperatures up to about 100 degrees for Redding and Red Bluff. Some of the warmer spots, maybe even just slightly above 100. And then temperatures should start to drop after that. Look at that. By next Tuesday, everyone in the valley will be back down into the mid 80s.